What up, Gemini? Welcome back to Crystal's Tarot, or welcome if you're new. It's funny right now. It's not my birthday actually right now, but the time that it is right now when I'm starting this, it's the time that it would be my birthday. So that's cool. That's really cool. So that tells me something specifically because this is not for every Gemini. This is specifically for the Geminis who have Gemini in Mercury. So this is not going to apply for everybody necessarily. It might, so take it as it resonates, but this is for Gemini 3, those of you who have Gemini in Mercury, which happens to be me. So I'm going to see what we're talking about here, what's going on for us. Um, Sorry, guys, I'm not really prepared because I wasn't really sure what cards I was going to use. And I've been getting a lot of different oracle decks lately. I have a bunch of tarot. I got a bunch of decks, period. But anyway, so I wasn't sure which cards we were going to be using. And so I keep getting pulled to grab those. And so I grabbed a couple cards. And we're going to see what all comes out and how long we're going to be here. I don't know. If you've been to my readings before, you can, they might go very long, but they might not. Who knows? I just read what comes out. But if I get nosy, I ask questions. So we'll see what comes today. So let's get into it, Gemini. This is, again, specifically for Gemini 3. Those of you who have Mercury in your Gemini in your Mercury, if that makes sense. If you're not sure if that applies for you, if that's you or not, check out the description box below, okay? Check out the description box below to locate your free birth chart. Be sure to check out the readings for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter, as well as any other placements that represent significant things for you this month. Again, if you're not sure what that is, check out the description box below to locate your free birth chart. I appreciate all your likes, shares, and subscribes. I appreciate all your tips and donations. You guys are awesome. I appreciate your support. Appreciate all you members of my tribe, all you new members, all you prior members, those ones who have been with me since I started, those ones who recently got here. Let's see what this is about. Let me clear my throat. Okay. You have 7, renewal, rhythm, healing, and rest. And you have 39. Okay, sorry, 7. 39 breaks down to, what is that? 21. Hold on. So 1. I can't count all of a sudden. I don't know why when I get into these readings, my logic doesn't kick in. And then when I get that to kick in, then I feel like it's hard for me to dip in and out. So 3 and 9 is 12. It's the 3. So it's the 3. 39. Uncover, dowsing, riddle, answers, integrity. So there's something that's going to be coming in for you specifically. Hold on, let's get to what's the rest of this. You have 41, breaks down to a 5. Solitude, contemplation, quiet, clarity, renewal. And then right here you have renewal 2. Okay, so interesting. We're going to come back to that. Hold up. You have number 8, protection. Ooh, okay, hold on. Gemini is going to get really good. I'm really excited. So this is just a pre-message. So those of you who don't have time, you got to go out tonight or whatever. It's cool. Come back and visit me later. For those of you who are here and you got time, get comfy, get a drink, get something, because we're going to get into it. And it looks like it's going to be very interesting, maybe very extensive too. So let's see. So the final card of this little pre-message, you have number 8, protection. Hold on. I think I need a different prescription of my glasses too. Armament, strengthen, boundaries, aura. I don't know if that's an M or an R. And I don't know. So anyways, protection. You have protection, right? So pause it if you want. Read it later. Read it yourself. But protection. So hold on. And number 8. So hold on. Ooh. Start at the beginning. A couple of things here before we deep dive into it. A couple of things on the surface. Okay. number 7 and number 8, the ending and the beginning and the ending. There's some sort of blessing that you're going to be receiving. If you haven't already, you're getting ready to go into this energy. The number 8, that's spirit. That's your divine guidance. That's you following your intuition, you receiving your intuition, and you trusting it, you following it, you receiving those downloads, but knowing that you're protected, right? It's this energy. For those of you who watched the Gemini reading where I was like, oh, her hair, right? Her hair. It was more than that. I was watching that reading today, and there was so much more than that. And I'm sorry I didn't get everything out, but when you're reading this, it's a lot. So let me touch into that for those of you who heard that message about her hair. It was what the heck? It wasn't just her hair. It was the fact that like she was willing to be herself and stand out amongst everything, amongst the crazy. And that's how she received her downloads. That's how she received her intuition and the things that made her like amazing and stand out and be able to follow her guidance, even though things were crazy, even though there was like, basically, for those of you who haven't seen it or haven't, hold up. I think we're gonna, no, it's not this deck. I don't think. Oh, it's in this deck. Okay, so, and which is going to be one of the decks we're using today. So we'll see if that card comes out. But I'm going to show you guys right now while I'm talking because I'm a talker. So, it wasn't just her hair, right? It was the fact like if you can be yourself in the midst of everybody telling you you're crazy, everybody saying, here we go, everybody saying, everybody. So, okay, so this little doll right here. Took her through, guided her, right? It basically her intuition, spirit, take that as that resonates for you. This guided her. It gave her all the answers to the clue, like the puzzle that she had to answer. It's like basically if you're you're trapped in one of those houses where you have to like either you're gonna die or you have to answer all these riddles and go through all these tiers. Like that's a tier. Like this house, there's levels and stages to it. So just because you started out here and it wasn't necessarily easy, you still got to get harder. It still has to go up. You still have to be challenged more. So her being herself, being able to like tap into her own energy, even though everything was crazy and dark around her, that's how she was able to touch into this energy and to connect and be able to receive those downloads to be able to like know which move to make, know how to proceed forward, because she was willing to be herself in spite of it not being normal for everything else. Like, hi, Tiffany. Hi, Tony. Hi, Dean. I'm doing good. I hope you guys are doing good. Welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. Sorry guys, I keep getting distracted from these messages. Like I get a lot, spirit, like I feel like I get like buckets poured in and it's a lot at once and I can't retain it all, right? So like I don't want to forget the messages. So for a little bit, I'm not going to look at the messages, but you guys feel free to. I'm definitely going to look at them later. I appreciate you guys interacting. I do want you guys to interact. It shows me that you guys are like resonating with pieces of it or something. And I just appreciate you. And I like interacting and engaging with you. But for right now, I'm going to read. So there's this energy of like you stepping in your own, you being confident within yourself makes you weird to the people in your environment, right? But it makes you who you're supposed to be. It actually connects you with the things that are meant for you. And it's uncomfortable to be the oddball out, but it is what it is. And just like the more comfortable you are by yourself, that are not, well, yeah, for some of you by yourself, because some of you might have people around you, they're not for your greatest and highest good. So the more that you resonate and gravitate towards yourself and what's good and healthy for you, there you might be surprised with how people act up or act out or fall out. Take that as that resonates. But hold on. So there's this energy like you just need to trust yourself. You need to be yourself. Be willing to be the oddball out and be odd, be different, be unique, right? But that's how you connect. That's how you, because, okay, hold on too. It's your world. I'm just living in it. Like nobody, like technically everybody is on this planet on their own. It sounds weird, but bear with me, okay? So everybody's technically on this planet on their own. because everybody that you interact with, everybody you engage with, they only know you to the extent that you allow them to what you're going to be honest with them and reveal or not. And even if you're not going to be honest, if you like allow them to think you're a certain type of way, but that's not you, then you've like, how do I say? Everybody just needs to be themselves, because it's allowing you to open up to things that aren't necessarily for your greatest good. It's making you go down a rabbit hole that you got to come back out later. Whereas if you were to just be yourself, even though it's weird, even though it stands out and you might not be comfortable with that, there's a sense of like the more that you're comfortable with yourself, whether it fits in or not, the more downloads you receive, the more blessed that you become, the more you embrace and welcome yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, whether you like it or not, however you're comfortable with it or not, just embracing yourself, loving yourself no matter what. There's a sense here, like the world's opening up to you, Gemini. Like you're balancing your emotions, you're balancing your thoughts, you're becoming yourself, you're stepping into yourself. And I felt like there's something that's going to be resonating for you where, you're going to receive a lot of confirmation, a lot of clarification about the things that you've been like having ideas, having not expectations. It's like ideas, like you have the idea, or how do you say? It's like, you know, something to be true, but everybody says, no, it's not true, but you know it to be true, but you can't really say that it's true, or you might not even be comfortable enough to say it because other people are like, no, that's not true. Like, it's crazy, but you know it to be true. And I feel like for those of you that applies for, then it's going to be something that it's going to be proven. Like, you are right. Your intuition was telling you correct. You're not crazy. You're not tripping. Okay, hold on. I'm not going to get into this right now. Basically, for some of you, there's been something within you that's been sleeping. There's something within you that's ready to come out and emerge and join life, be part of the world. It's like something that has been dormant within you for a while, but I felt like it's starting to come about. You're starting to become yourself more. You're starting to like be comfortable being yourself more. So you're being yourself more. And the more you're yourself, the more you draw to you your tribe, the more you draw to you like the people who are really down for you, the people who like my subscribers, right? The more I'm just like being myself and reading, instead of like, oh, I wonder how they're going to take this, and is anybody paying attention, how many likes and whatever. If I just read the message and I don't really, not to be rude, but if I don't care about your guys' opinions and your thoughts in those moments, and I just read instead of being like caught up in somebody's thoughts and opinions and something, and like, how long am I being on here too long? Like just all that stuff, and just read instead of worrying about like how long and everything, things are going to line up. And the subscribers I lose along the way, then they're not meant for, like, it's temporary, right? But we don't want those temporary things. I want those subscribers who are long-term, who are going to be here to come check out things, who find inspiration, who engage with me and interact, that I find inspiration. Whether you guys know it or not, when you guys interact with me, I find inspiration off you guys too, especially when you guys share your stories and you share like, because I feel this energy when I'm reading it, I feel it too. So when you guys are like, yeah, that resonates with me, and you share something with me, I know that energy. I remember it when I was like at the feeling. I don't remember what the story everything is, but I remember that feeling. And there's something in that too. Like, people, like, be careful how you treat people, because they don't remember what you did for them. They don't remember how you spoke to them. They remember how you made them feel. So make sure that like you're making people feel good. And if they're not making you feel good, make sure that you're making people aware and have your boundaries. Yes, very much. That reciprocal energy is amazing. And like, that's what you strive towards. You don't like the people who are going to fall away. You don't cry for them. You don't want them back. You don't change who you are to hold anybody. Like, who be yourself. And the more you're yourself, you're going to see like people are going to draw to you. People are going to like want to be part of what you are, because you're authentically being yourself. And that's going to draw your people towards you, whether it's your partner, your friends, your job, wherever you live, whatever, everything, Gemini, everything. It's everything. It's you standing in your own power, you being comfortable to be yourself and be authentically you, whether somebody likes it or not, whether somebody agrees or not, whether like whatever. There's something of settling into your own energy. So back here, you're going to be blessed because you're doing this. And it's like, it's a journey, right? It's not an easy task. There's something, it's a lot of work. I felt like it's been very structured at points in time, or there was a need for you to restructure things about you, how you did things, how you felt about things, how you engage with things. And like my fingers, like all the red is like really drawing my attention from these cards right now, because I was writing with my pen again. Those of you, okay. So Gemini 3, those of you this resonates for, you need to get something that inspires you, right? We're going to be manifesting and creating things. This is going to be a year that F all the crap that's been going on. F all the like trying to please everybody and trying to like minimize, and we're not doing that no more. Like, we've stepped into our power. We've stepped into being comfortable to know who we are and explore that and be that. So those of you who are trying to manifest things, and even if you're not necessarily trying to manifest things, like maybe journaling for you, writing things, like writing what you're grateful for and going over that list is very important. Like the things that you write, they have power in them. They have, like, not only because you're thinking about it and you're feeling something, but because you're actually doing an action behind it too. So the combination of those things help you to manifest quicker. So me personally, I like to have nice things if I can, as much as I can, the things that inspire me, right? I can have a little book, a piece of paper if I wanted to, but I like to have the things that, like, when I look at this book, not everybody has this book. It's unique. This kind of paper, hold on. Yeah. See? And you have to like work to get in it. Like this kind of paper, this kind of paper, it's not just you. It's not like normal paper. It's like, I forget what, like sheepskin or whatever, lambskin. It's like, and it's handmade. So somebody put their energy into making this book, and the red is like the passion and stuff. And then, so I have my own little things, the things that I do, the weirdness that I do, but I love my weirdness, but I didn't always. It was really uncomfortable and it was weird, and I try to keep it quiet, but I noticed there's a benefit in it. So I'm sharing this with you guys. Take it as it resonates. You might like it. You might want to do something or not. You might think it's crazy, but that's cool. Do you, I'm going to do me, and I'm going to share whatever I learn along the way. And hopefully it helps you guys. So also I got these little wax things, these little wax sticks right here. And I have my little seal thing. So, and then I have more because and it's gold and red, right? So, and then I have my ink, my red ink, and I have my ostrich feather thing. So I write my little things in here. Like, I'm going to get to my 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to get money off of YouTube. YouTube's going to pay me at one day. So I have on here that I'm having the 1,000 subscribers and I'm growing quickly, but I put my seal on there. Like, I agreed to that. I put my seal of approval on that, you know? And then I have some other things that I'm doing too. And then I had a dream this morning. It was freaking, well, I woke up this morning from this dream about something that was very interesting, and I really liked it, and I felt inspired by it. So I came in, I put that in my book too, and I put my little seal of approval on that. So that's something that I'm doing. And I have my little thing over here. That's something I'm doing because the things like, it's great to, it's just another tool, right, Gemini? That's really all it is. It's just another tool to help stay inspired, to help stay motivated. And the things that we write are the things that have more power in them. Like, not only am I thinking about it, but I'm feeling it too. I'm really excited about it. I'm putting energy into it. So also, like, these are the paper. This is kind of morbid. I don't like to think about it too much, but this is an animal. In my mind, this is an animal that died of natural causes, and like it was healthy and everything's good. They're like, it's okay. So this is like sheepskin or something like that. So I was like, so that's like my sacrifice, right? I didn't sacrifice the animal, but there was a sacrifice involved. I do this for a lot of different reasons. So you do what you do. This is me. So I'm thinking about this on my fingers. I love that song. I'm going to listen to that when I get off here. I haven't heard that song for a really long time. That's a nostalgic song for me. My grandma liked that song. So the things that you're trying to manifest, Gemini, you're creating things. There's power behind you. There's great things coming. Keep being you. Keep doing you. Keep manifesting. And however you are inspired, do that and share with people. Not everybody's gonna like it. Some people are gonna think it's weird. Some people are gonna hate. But some people are gonna really be inspired by it. And because you're putting energy out there and sharing what you're doing, and the people who do pick up on it because it is something intended for them, they're gonna manifest too, because you helped somebody. Like, you passed along that energy. You, like, those of you that resonates with, you already got it. So I'm gonna move on. I like that. You guys are freaking awesome. I like you guys being on my team. I really like the energy that you guys put into this channel. I support your support, and I appreciate you guys with your support. Thank you. So back to this. Sorry, I digress. So there's something with this renewal energy and 2K. So don't. I love animals. I would never hurt an animal intentionally. Like, I will not. But if you see, like, the fact that I was just talking about that lamb stuff and it's being a sacrifice, for those of you who have, like, so another thing about my grandma, she's my favorite person in the whole world. But she's not here physically no more. She's here spiritually, but not physically no more. So you have another, and then you have create showed up under here. So you have 32, create, dynamic, inspiring energy gifts. So we're going to come back to that. So, but right here, you see how, like, I used to watch a lot of those Bible movies because my grandma, there was a period of time where I didn't live with my mom. I lived with my grandma at this point in time. And she would have us watch those movies sometimes. And, or we would have like these movie marathons, and everybody would pick a movie, and she would always pick the Bible movie. Well, not always, but sometimes. So anyways, long story short, I have watched Bible movies, and this is reminding me of, like, when they pick up the lamb's, like, their neck to cut their throat. That's what it's reminding me of. Like, so they're like, you have sacrificed, Gemini, whether, like, maybe not a physical animal, and I don't know, I don't judge. That's not my business, not whatever. But you have sacrificed. You've cried for something. You've hurt. You've been excited and disappointed. You felt lost. You've put in energy. You have put in energy into something, and you haven't received it back. You have sacrificed. So hold on, and then it will create. There's something that you're creating right now that you're manifesting, right? We've been saying that. So there's something you're trying to manifest and create. I feel like and those of you don't take this as like you got to go sacrifice. Like, please don't. That's not this message at all. No. This is saying, like, what this is saying is, like, you need to be aware of, you are being revived. Like, it's been hard. It's been difficult. You've been lost in the wilderness at points in time, but you're getting out of it. You're creating new things right now. You're starting to redo and relive and revive. You're starting to revive. You're renewing yourself. You're starting to like, I feel like no matter how old you are, Gemini, like for me personally, there's this energy, like, sorry, I'm back and forth. There's this energy of, like, you're starting to know who you are. And me personally, I'm not young, and I'm just feeling like I'm barely starting to know myself, because I'm barely starting to, like, be comfortable being myself. The weirdness, the funny, the oddness, like, all of it, the good and the bad, right? Because we're not all just good. There's some crappiness to us sometimes. Right? Man, somebody'd have to be freaking dig me a ditch. But there's something here. You're starting to become aware of what you've already, like, you're starting to become aware of, like, what you've sacrificed, like the hard burdens, the trials and tribulations from the past, right? The long journey to get here. And I felt like there's something you've been waiting for. You're trying to, like, For those of you that like, it's been hard, right? It's been hard, and you're starting to like accept it and like F it, kind of, you know. And I felt like spirits coming for you, like spirits coming to like reassure you, like reestablish you, reground you, like to reassure you, like it wasn't to break you, it was to rebuild you. It's like that tower energy. The tower doesn't come to destruct you. And then I'm being reminded of that Bible there's this Bible verse that God knows the plans he has for you. It's for greatness, for good. I want to cry. It's not to harm you. Like there's goodness coming. I know the plans I have for you, for greatness, for good and greatness. It's not for harm. It's not for destruction. So there's something like you have to recognize your power. You have to be comfortable with being yourself, and like all that trials, the difficulty, the long journey of establishing you and figuring out what that looks like for you. There's something of like, you need to be proud of yourself. Like be aware of how it established you, right? Like every single one of those trials and tribulations, they grounded you, they established you, they affirmed you in your character, they built you of who you are today. And it's amazing, and it's everything it's supposed to be. So be proud of it, Gemini. Geminis are freaking awesome. But Gemini 3s, I feel like there's just a different uniqueness to them, right? Because Mercury, like Gemini is ran by Mercury. And I have to double check it. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm pretty sure that we're the only of the Geminis that have the Mercury in like Gemini. I don't know how to explain it. Like Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And to have Gemini in Mercury, like it's an exalted planet, right? And then, but not all Geminis have that. So Gemini 3, you're special. You're different. So I don't know how to say it. You're special. Okay. Everybody on this planet is special. Everybody on this planet. But Gemini 3, you have placements that make you just a little bit different. That's what it is. You're different than everybody else. And nobody's mixture on the planet is going to be the same as another person's. Like everybody, even though you have Mercury and Gemini and you have Gemini as Sun, you're not going to be exactly the same as somebody else on here that has those same placements. Yay! See, Tiffany? Oh my God. There's abundance coming. There's great things. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad you kept on. I'm glad, like, oh, girl, I hope you get some sleep and like really celebrate yourself after this, because I know you really like put the energy and you put the work in those hard, long nights. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you, girl. Yay! That's super cool. Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna get back here. Sorry. I'm gonna try to quit dry guessing, but I'm probably not. So I appreciate your patience. I'm so excited for you, Tiffany. That's super cool. Yay. Okay. Because you were following your intuition. Yes, girl. Following your intuition. Keep that up, Gemini. So there's some uncovered dowsing, pendulum, answering integrity. So this is interesting for me right here. This I never really had this kind of so this deck, where is it at? This is probably going to be a long reading, guys, so just bear with me. Fast forward, whatever you need to do. Like, share, and subscribe, please, and thank you. This is the deck that I'm reading from right now. It's the Universal Folk Oracle. I can't say that word. It feels like it tongue twice. Maybe it's just the way I talk. There's something here though about like using your intuition. And I know everybody has like the I don't know, maybe I just haven't had that many oracle decks. But with them having the pendulum, the dowsing, do you know what the dowsing rod is? Like when you're trying to pull up the spirit energy, the dowsing rod will like confirm if there's spiritual energy there. It'll help them to communicate with you. So there's an energy here, and then answers, and then integrity. So for those of you who have the ability to engage with other energies. Everybody does. Everybody does. But those of you who are comfortable with doing so, there's this, okay, hold on. There's this energy here of like following your intuition on like being protected when you're like knowing what energy to play with and not, right? And being conscious of where you're allowing your energy to be pulled and gravitated towards, right? It's like for those of you who aren't aware, like you could go into a room, right? And you could be in there and then somebody comes in and they call your name and they're like, hey, or even they don't call your name. They're just like, hey, and then people look. So people and spirits have the ability to, hey, to call your attention, grab your attention. So just be aware of that. Make sure that you're setting up your boundaries just like you do with people. Make sure you're doing that with spirits as well, to tell them like, I don't like me personally, I don't speak evil. We're not doing sacrifices and like all that pagan. I heard pagan. We're not doing all that pagan shit. But what I am here for definitely all day is to engage with spirit, with my creator. I don't want to engage with other energies, my creator, and that's it. I'm not here to hear other people's opinions about how I do my stuff either. If it resonates with you, cool. If it doesn't, cool. Take it as it resonates. Don't force the messages. I'm not interested in somebody judging me because I read cards and they don't. I'm not interested in all that no more. I was at one point in time where I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't do that and it's offensive and blah, blah, blah. I'm not about that no more. I'm stepping into my energy and what I'm comfortable with. And just because I'm comfortable in one realm doesn't mean that I'm comfortable in all realms. And nobody could put me in a box. Nobody could put you in a box, Gemini. They might have ideas, but you do you, right? Like just because you like what? Just because you like a couple of rock songs doesn't mean like you're a headbanger. I don't know what that is. I don't listen to those kind of music. I listen to a variety, like me. I listen to some rock. I listen to mostly hip hop, some oldies. I listen to a variety of stuff. But there are some things like just because I listen to a couple of songs in that genre, like I'm not the one to listen to that hard screaming rock and that. Like, but you do you. That's just not me. So just because like you do something doesn't mean you're obligated to do everything within that section of things, if that makes sense, Gemini. Take it as it resonates. There's something you're going to be learning something. Something is going to be divulged to you. With uncover, this could be a couple of different, you could be getting comfortable, like, right? Getting comfortable. You're either like, you're getting out of the mask, right? Like you're stepping behind the wall of like the shadow and like really authentically being yourself. Or you're like receiving some sort of information, receiving some sort of download, like learning something, discovering something, because your intuition's amazing and on point. Boop, boop. All right, number 41, solitude. 41 breaks down to a 5. Contemplation, quest, clarity, renewal. Okay, so again, so this renewal also you have right here too. So and she's looking back and she's kind of looking like side eye, and she's over here making like this sacrifice. She's not really making a sacrifice, but it's like what it's reminding me of right now. So, but she's really not, guys. Like she's just like, she's holding the sheep. She's holding the lamb. She's not really sacrificing it, but that's what it's pulling me to right now. That's what it's reminding me of right now. So there's a sense of this like solitude, like you, hold on. For some of you, you might be reminded at periods of time about things that you had experienced that was difficult for you. And I felt like there's moments of like truth and clarity. There's like an accepting something that was once hard for you to accept, to acknowledge, to bear, to deal with. I feel like spirits provide you truth and clarity because you are willing to look at something. You are willing to acknowledge something. For some of you, you might receive like some sort of crown. It's not necessarily like a physical crown. It might be, but there's this energy. For some of you, like if you have a daughter that's Hispanic, you're having a quinceañera or something, you're like getting the crown or something for a party for like somebody's birthday or something, or like, I don't know. For some of you, maybe you're physically getting a crown. But I feel like there's like, it's more like you're being crowned with victory. You're being crowned with success. You're being crowned with like integrity of like you know your character of who you are and who you aren't. People could say what they want. I feel like people like really try to portray you in a certain way. And I felt like there was something where you couldn't say something. You couldn't speak your truth. You just had to let something play out for some of you. But for some of you, you might be experiencing that right now and like kind of being on your own, or like excluded from energy, or excluding yourself from energy because you're tired. Maybe not tired, but I feel like there's some sort of energy where you're not understood. You're not celebrated. It's more nurturing. It's more like you're able to grow and progress better alone more than you are with other people. Maybe there's like, you feel hindrance by other people, or maybe there's something you're trying to grow. You're trying to manifest something. You're following your intuition. I feel like Spirit's guiding you to these rewards. You're on the journey for rewards, Gemini. I feel like Spirit's like telling you the directions to look and go. And then you're like, you have your intuition right here. So for those of you like, okay, Tiffany, like you're doing something new, right? It's new. It's something new. You're inspired for something. There's like some sort of nervous energy too, but you have support. Like Spirit has your back in this. And see, like, okay, I don't want to put all your business out there, so hopefully I'm not. There's this energy of like, you trusted Spirit, so you went all the way with something. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Tiffany was trying to start her own business with something, but she had to learn these new classes. She had to do things and experience new stuff. So she had to go through those classes at night and exhaust her energy and like sacrifice her sleep, her other different areas, a million different areas, I'm sure. So she had to like fight through it. It wasn't easy by any means, but she continued and she fought through it and she was determined. And now she has the approval. She has the things that she needs to get her business going. She's getting the success because she fought through it. She didn't give up. I'm sure she doubted herself at times, but not really where it counted. Not really where there was moments of like, I don't know, but at the end of the day, behind that I don't know, it's like, yes, I know I can and I will do this. She did it because she knew she could, right? She didn't believe, she didn't hope, she didn't think. She knew she could do it, so she did it. So there's this energy of like, Spirit has your back, just like Spirit had her back and was like able to like keep her encouraged the way that she needed to be encouraged, because Spirit knows each of you individually. However you feel about Spirit knows you individually. Spirit knows how you like to be talked to, how you don't like to be talked to, how you engage, like how you need to learn a lesson. Like Spirit knows you. Spirit has your back. Whatever you're moving forward in something, whatever you're doing through something, you keep pushing through it because Spirit has your back. You might doubt yourself. You might kind of have that like moments of like, shit, like I bit off a big bite, right? But just breathe and like keep chewing. You can get through it. Keep chewing. Like swallow a little bit at a time. You can do it. Get through it. Keep pushing. Spirit has your back. Spirit has your back. Spirit has your back. Yay! Good things are coming, Gemini. I'm so excited. Okay. And that was just a pre-message that I didn't even pull the cards that come out. Expansion, bottom of the deck. Tiffany, woo-woo. Good things are coming. Things are expanding. Things like you push through it. And for those of you who are pushing through it right now, like go and read Tiffany, like go up here and read this. Like Tiffany put the work in. She didn't give up. Now she's having success. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. See, so you see how this is like these flowers are growing, right? It's growing. It's only up, and then you have this. You have expansion. I get tongue tied a lot, guys. So there's something that it's growing for you. Then you have ritual, dance, feast, fire. There's something, like I said, it's growing for you. It's evolving. Things are progressing. I felt like where you were, like it was once pretty, or maybe not necessarily, depending on like the energy you've been putting into it. Like whatever was once pretty or nice to look at, nice to see, now you're going to be fed off of it. It's going to turn into something, basically like an idea. You're going to put that energy in, and it's going to like manifest. It's not going to be an idea anymore. It's going to be an actual thing, whether it's a job, whether it's a business like Tiffany, whatever it is for you. There's something that you're creating, you're manifesting, or that you might want something. I don't know what this is for you. You want something. Like those of you, Gemini 3s, and that's for those of you who have Mercury in Gemini. And that's another thing too. Gemini is exalted in Mercury because Mercury is the ruling planet. So with you having Gemini in those two areas, just get ready. Things are going to be amazing. Like there's abundance that's coming in for you, but you can't lose track of, like, you have to keep pushing through it. You have to keep chewing. You can't just spit it out because, oh my God, I bit a big bite. Like, no, don't choke. Don't choke, but keep chewing. Don't spit it out. Don't think you can't do this. You can't just, that's the weirdest analogy. I'm so sorry, you guys. That's like, that's kind of like, to see it in my head is gross. It's gross. But that's the analogy Spirit gave. So don't spit it out. Keep on chewing. That's how come. Okay. Take it as it resonates. I don't know why this is kind of getting a little bit religious right now. For those of you that there's this verse in the Bible about being unevenly yoked, right? But like hold on. You're not supposed to be be lukewarm, or you're gonna get spit out. Spirit wants it hot or cold, yes or no. Don't be maybe. It's yes or no, or you're going to get spit out. That's how come. Okay. Sorry, it takes me a little bit sometimes. But there's an energy here of, like, don't spit it out, okay? Okay, bear with me. Hold up. I'm telling you guys, get comfortable. Get comfortable. We're not done. Like, we haven't even really gotten into it yet. Shit. Okay, so the energy of, like, for some of you, you bit off a big bite. You want something. You want subscribers. You want a business. You want success. You want to get your degree. Whatever this is for you, you bit off something. You want it. But now it's like, shit, it doesn't all fit in my mouth. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of steps I need to do. There's a lot of transition things. There's a lot more to it than maybe potentially what I thought. Or I knew it was going to be hard, but I didn't know it was going to be this hard. I didn't know it was going to take this long. I didn't know X, Y, and Z. But don't quit. Don't give up. Don't doubt yourself. Now, keep chewing. Keep moving through it. It's yes or no. And if it's yes, keep moving through it. If it's no, or I'm not sure, spit that shit out, because it's not for you. And if that's the case, I got you. And if that's the case, you're going to be disappointed because you want this. Don't give up. For those of you that you really want this, but you don't think you can, and the only reason you don't want this now is because you don't think you can, don't give up. You can do this. You can do this. You just have to know you can. You have to push through it. There was times like I'm telling you, go back and read this. Tiffany put in the work. She pushed through it. She didn't spit it out. She kept on like chewing. There's this thing in the Bible of like either be yes or no. Don't be lukewarm for God. I can't remember like the exact verse in the Bible, but there's something in the Bible about like it's either it's not that either. It's something along those lines though. It's yes or no. It can't be lukewarm. Lukewarm gets spit out. Google that. Lukewarm gets spit out or spit out lukewarm. And something like It's God's telling us something. I can't remember the exact verse. I can't remember. It was a really long time ago, and I haven't been reading lately. But I remember that part, though. It's either yes or no. If it's in the middle, it gets spit out. So yes, commit to it, Gemini, because you can do this. Don't let nobody deter you. And I feel like this kind of goes back into you stepping into who you are, owning yourself, owning what's right for you, because other people, nobody, and don't tell other people either. If you're trying to manifest and create something, don't be telling everybody. Nobody needs to know, because you're exhausting your energy. You're putting out your energy, sharing that with them. And if they're doubting it at all, they're taking even more energy from what could be putting into what you're trying to manifest. I hope that makes sense. And I'm going to keep it moving because it's been a long reading already. My bad, guys. Perfect. Okay. All right. What else is Gemini spirit? Gemini 3. Gemini, with those have Gemini and Mercury. Gemini with Gemini and Mercury. Gemini with Gemini and Mercury. Last shuffle. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to look at this. Subscribe. Everybody subscribe. All right, first card out. You have number 4. You have number 4, crystalline, energy, wonder, alive, beauty. So I'm going to get on my little soapbox right now because Spirit's hilarious. For those of you, because my name's Crystal, right? For those of you, this is a message I can resonate with. There's stability that's coming in for you. There's things. Hold on. I'm going to say this message, and you guys take it as it resonates, because there's a couple of different things within this, okay? So for those of you that this resonates with, you are starting to step into yourself. You're starting to become yourself. And you starting to be yourself is actually very, hold on. Okay, hold on. You becoming yourself and like stepping into yourself is like, it's very, I don't know the word for it. Like other people are very drawn to it and magnetized by it and impressed with it. There's like a lot of stuff with it. But like, you just be yourself, Gemini. Like whoever you are, be yourself, own who you are. Like, allow yourself to come out. Like, stop hiding, right? Stop hiding your sunshine. I'm tongue tied. Stop hiding your sunshine. There's a lot of things about you that are going to inspire those around you. There's a crown, like there's this crown of victory you're supposed to be wearing, but you have to know who you are to be able to own it. Like, you have to be like, yep, that's my crown of weirdness and own it. That's my crown of tarot. That's my crown of laughter when I want to cry and making other people cry. Or sorry, the fuck. Maybe, who knows, maybe you make people laugh so hard that they cry. I like that energy. I love that energy. There's this energy, like, and I don't know if those of you who have that experience before, which everybody on the planet should. And if you have Mercury and Gemini is your sun, I'm sure you have. But like, laughing so hard that you cry, I feel like there's something, like, you make other people happy, and you just being yourself is going to make you happy. You're inspired for greatness. You're inspired for greatness. Follow what you're inspired towards. There's stability that's coming for you. Like, by you being yourself, you're going to feel grounded and stable and nurtured. Especially if your name is Crystal. No, I'm just kidding. And so me getting on my soapbox, I got this energy, like, for some of you, and I don't know if this is true or not. So you guys tell me if it's true, but Spirit's telling me that I help you guys feel stable. Some of you guys might feel stable by, like, I don't know if it's the way I say the messages or the messages that I'm relaying or the way I read. I don't know. But for some of you, I help to clarify things and make you feel stable. And if that's true, I'm so grateful. Thank you. That's really good for me. Thank you. Thank you. That's a blessing. For those of you, if that's true for you, that's really special for me. That, like, It's very humbling. I don't know how to say it other than thank you. I'm very humbled and I appreciate you more than words could say. I like this feeling of this energy. It's awesome. But know, whether your name's Crystal or not, though, know that you bring amazing things to people's lives. Like, you help people to see clearly on things. You help people to see the silver lining in the difficulty. You bring inspiration to the people in your environment. And because of that, Gemini, you're entitled to have some sort of amazingness within you. That whatever you're trying to grow, you're gonna touch it. You're like, right now, you're thinking about it. You're manifesting it right now, but you will touch it. Okay, then the next one, you have number 5, you have kinship, teamwork, connection, sharing, supporting. Like, share, and subscribe. No. There's a, like, I'm telling you, your team, your team, your friends, your job, whatever this is for you, you being yourself is gonna allow your authenticity to like really shine and pull towards you like a magnet what is intended for you. It's not gonna be able to hide anymore. It's not going to be able to like prevent you from like really owning something and moving in towards something, threshold. Like, there's something you're stepping into, Gemini. It's gonna sorry threshold is number 14, breaks down to a 5: perception, surrender, dissolve, illusion. So there's something here. You're stepping into this. You're stepping into clarity, into truth, because you started to be yourself. Because you own yourself. You are who you are. No apologies. But I feel like you're pretty cool. So I don't know that there would be anything you would necessarily have to apologize for, unless somebody was wanting to do something for them that benefited them and it didn't benefit you. But I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Okay, final shuffle. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right, hold on more. Okay, bottom of the deck. You have 19, beginning, adjustment, shredding, new, release. And I think it was release was that word that kept on pulling me before. I could be wrong, but I think so. I'm going to have to watch this. I'm definitely watching this. Definitely watching this when I get done. Okay. So let's see. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to, the ones that are turned over like this, we're going to look at those after. Right now, we're going to look at the energy that's more comfortable for you, that you're willing, or that either you're willing to recognize or you already are aware of this. Make sure I didn't drop anything. All right, number 29 breaks down to an 11. 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11 breaks down to 2. You have remembering, love, loss, healing. So something that you recall, you've healed from it. Something from your past. Something that you used to find difficult to think about. I feel like it doesn't hurt. Like, it doesn't hurt like it used to, right? Something from the past doesn't hurt like it used to. I feel like there's an energy for some of you. When you think about them, you might still feel nostalgic, but you've healed this energy. There's a sense like there somebody that you've lost or that you've argued with and you're no longer on good terms. There's this energy of like, you've forgiven them. You're not hung up like you used to be about it. You've healed that energy. You've moved forward. You've released something that used to have you like really tied up to something. Okay, then you have the number 18 that breaks down to 9, empowerment, expansion, together, prosper, divine. So I feel like for those of you that there's something, you're standing in your power, right? You're becoming more empowered, more strong. I feel like you might either hold on. You're being more sorry guys, I'm really not sorry. I am that weird. There's a sense here of you're being empowered because you're standing with whatever you're like I just keep getting that energy. You're being yourself and you're feeling empowered by that. Like you're enjoying being yourself. You're not hiding who you are. There's like playful, like me, I get really quirky. I don't know if it's my placement in the Mercury. I don't know my sun. I don't know if it's my moon, which my moon is in Leo. Like everybody, you have a bunch of placements. So look at your signs and know who you are and know where things place with you, and check out your readings. Like, share, and subscribe. There's this energy of like you're standing in your power more. You become yourself. You fought against something. God bless you. You fought against. God bless you. You fought against something of being yourself, acknowledging something, and I felt like you've released that resistance, whatever this is for you, or maybe the doubts that you had with the other things, these struggles, these long journeys that you've had. Then like, so hold on, this is reminding me of a phoenix. Sorry, up here above her head, it's reminding me of phoenix. So right here is a lion, there's her, and there's the phoenix, but it's really a bird, which is the phoenix, right? The phoenix, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with, the phoenix, it basically burns and it dies and it's reborn from the ashes, and it's started renew it, like a renewal, right? A renewal. That's what it was, renewal, not release. It was renewal. But either way, there's something here of coming, like you're starting to feel like proud and confident. You're starting to stand in your power and be in your power, but not in a bad way. I feel like it's healthy. I feel like you're maybe, and sometimes maybe you might be argumentative or a little bit combative, but I feel like it's like healthy for the most part. I feel like it's like you knowing what you want and what you don't want, and you really enjoying this process. There's definitely a uniqueness about you, Gemini, that I think is really beautiful. I think more people than you thinks it's beautiful too. And there's some sort of energy here of like something that you once tried to find, like stick in the shadows with something, just be comfortable in something and not like be too outgoing, not like don't shine too much, right? I feel like that energy is changing for you. You're just being in the moment. You're not worried if people are noticing or not. You're just being who you are. And I feel like in the past you used to like kind of there's something that you tried to be comfortable, or you try to make other people feel comfortable, so you might have minimized yourself or hid something about yourself. You minimize something about yourself, maybe your abilities, maybe your interest. Okay. Then number 40, you have manifest. Shocker. You have number 40 breaks down to a 4, manifest, dreams, journal, guys, moon, and sleep. There's something for sure, you're trying to create something. And like I was telling you guys, this that you're trying to manifest, for some of you, like it doesn't have to be this kind of journal. And if you're interested, for those of you who are in Arizona, Phoenix specifically, I got this from Fantasia Crystals and 7th Street and like north of Indian School. But they also have these at what is it, Jan Ross New Age Bookstore and Gifts, and that's on like 43rd Avenue and Thunderbird. There's just find out your crystal stores. You can order these online, like order just like get one at Walmart, like a basic journal, whatever you want to do, like manifest. Like you need to write. For some of you, most of you, you need to manifest, or writing it will help power your manifestation. You need to, like, I don't know, for some of you, like writing it is going to be like your expectation, like your order form to spirit, and then you can write down when. That's what I tend to do for some of my stuff, like those are my things in here. I'm going to write when it came true, when I completed my task. when the mission was successful. My date. Okay, shit, check it out. We have number 35, authenticity. Funny, we keep getting that message. So you have individual, unique, self, and love. There's something that is awesome about you, Gemini, that nobody else has about them. And I felt like it took you a while to become familiar with this or comfortable with this, but I felt like you're becoming more aware of it. And the more, like, you're just becoming yourself more. You're aware that you're on this journey of like creating something, that you're authentically becoming yourself, that you're becoming empowered and encouraged by being yourself. You're aware of this. You know this. You know that you're healing. You have number 9, healing, cleanse, hydrate, dissolve, purify. Okay, so drink water. I don't drink enough water like I'm supposed to do, so make sure you're drinking enough water. You're funny. Drink your water, Gemini. Don't let spirit have to tell you again. No, like water, it's a lot of, and it helps with your intuition too. It does a lot of good things for you. Like your body is mostly made out of water, but it's not like the physical water. But just stay hydrated. Just stay hydrated. Stay like drink apple juice, orange juice, but not like the whatever. You do you. I'm not gonna tell you guys. You do you. I support you. I think you're amazing and awesome. However, you do what you do. I saw this thing the other day. This guy is like teaching his kid, what can you do and what can't you do? And he said, what can't you do is anything that hurts somebody else. And what you can do is anything that you want to do that does not hurt anybody else. And he said some other cool stuff too. I really liked the video. I think it was like a little TikTok. It was cool. But basically that, Gemini, whatever you want to do that. As long as you aren't hurting yourself or anybody else, then do that. Do that. I'm going to cheer you on. Okay. Hold on. Anything else? Okay. We're going to move on to these energies. These ones are a little bit uncomfortable for you potentially, or it's your blind spot possibly. You have number 23 breaks down to a 5. Duality. Duality, self-awareness, observe, release. This one, I felt like the reason. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you guys all. You guys are super awesome. I hope you guys keep on being part of my tribe. And I hope to hear of all the success, all the things you have to celebrate. Like Tiffany, I am so grateful that I know about that. Like you have inspired me more than you know. Like you guys, all you guys in your own little ways, when you guys engage with me and interact, you inspire me in your own little ways. But Tiffany, girl, get it, girl. You are like super motivating for me. Like I'm going to keep on chewing my food too. I'm not going to spit it out and I'm not going to choke. Just relax, right? When you panic and when you get that, oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I feel like it's that anxiousness of that panic energy of not paying attention either too, or like breathing when you're supposed to not be breathing, doing things out of sync. That's when we choke, right? So just breathe and relax through it and be calm, and you're gonna get through it and keep chewing. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys being part of my team. Okay, so duality. Number 23 breaks down to a 5. So what I feel like this message is for you, for us, there's something here of there. Fuck. Oh. Okay. So number 5, right? We're going to handle it like that. Number 5 talks about opposition. It talks about the pros and the cons, seeing both perspectives objectively, right? Then you have duality, which is basically the same. Both sides. Gemini, we have the good twin, the bad twin. Duality, combination, right? The good, the bad, the clean, the dirty, the healthy, the unhealthy. Like everything has duality. And I felt like there was something about you. Okay, hold on. So this just looked like a face to me right here, but it's not. It's a bird. It looks like a side of the face, like a what is it? Peripheral, not peripheral. The side view. And anyways, I don't want to be stuck on that. Um, so something, hold on, the message, basically, more than the picture, the message is that there was something that you were hiding behind something, or you were being like made to feel like you had to hide behind something, or somebody was hiding you from something or behind something, but and you couldn't use your voice, you couldn't speak your truth, you couldn't come out and ask your questions, say what was true for you. But there's a sense of like you've spirit, you've received some sort of download, or you followed your intuition, and you're starting to speak your truth now. You're starting to like allow your intuition to have its voice. You're no longer keeping yourself tied up and restricted. And I felt like you don't know, like the reason why you're not seeing this is because you're either not acknowledging of like how much you've been minimized or like betrayed for some of you, or like who betrayed you. Like you wouldn't want it to be that person, or like it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. And for some of you too, there's like somebody might have like did something wrong for you or to you, but you're able to see things from their perspective to like kind of give them the benefit of the doubt. They're like, you don't agree with what they did, but you can understand or see how they chose that path or whatever, but you don't like it, and you don't agree with it, but it is what it is. Okay, my computer just did some weird stuff, so I hope I don't lose you guys, and I hope this whole reading gets posted. But maybe for some of you too, it was like you didn't want to acknowledge, or you weren't comfortable acknowledging what you really wanted, what you were inspired for, what you wanted to create, but you accepted that, and you're doing that now. Okay, we have this card came out again. So crystalline. It's hard for you to accept. Okay, so maybe you don't notice how much you impact those people around you. How much of a positive oh my God, I can't talk, guys. You're not recognizing how much of a positive inspiration, there you go, that you are for people around you. You don't notice or really you don't notice or really understand the value of the weight that you hold with the people in your environment. Like you really make people feel happy, feel inspired, feel motivated, feel encouraged, feel inspired. You make people feel happier, feel better. Okay, then you have kinship again. So for some of you, you're not spending time with your family, or there's a family member you're missing. There's somebody that maybe they're not seeing. For some of you, maybe they're not seeing something from your perspective, which is causing a rift in the connection. Or there's a family member you're just like physically missing them for whatever reason. And you're trying to like be distracted, keep yourself encouraged, motivated. Number 27 breaks down to a 9, messages, and you have synchronicity, memory, mind, healing. So for some of you, I don't feel like this has came in yet, or you might have received messages, but you didn't process them. Like you didn't process it yet. You didn't get the message. Like you haven't understood the assignment yet for some of you. There's a message that I feel like you're still like either it's being downloaded or it's still being processed. I don't feel like this is somebody communicating to you. It could be for some of you, but I feel like this is more like spirit telling you something, you knowing something within yourself about something or someone. This is your intuition. And you're still receiving the message or downloading it or processing it or something. Take that as that resonates. Okay. We're going to try one more round of this, and then we're going to move on to the next deck. Don't forget, we're going to be here a while, guys. So be patient. Like, share, and subscribe. Please and thank you. Okay, Spirit, thank you. This is our last shuffle. Thank you. Okay, you got three messages. Bottom of the deck, you have beginnings. Number 19 breaks down to a 10, endings and new beginnings. 1 and a 0. You have adjustments, shedding, new, and then release. I think you already got this card. Or maybe that energy. I don't know. I feel like you already got this card. Beginnings. There's something that's being like, I feel like there's a lot of new beginnings that are coming in, right? It's not a beginning, it's beginnings. There's a lot of changes that are coming in. There's new things that are coming in. I feel like you're manifesting, Gemini. You're creating things, and what you're creating is kind of like, it's going to need your attention at some point. It's going to require you to like invest energy in some way, shape, or form in the future going forward. This new beginning is going to require your attention. You can't, how do you say? It's like, hold on. I'm going to use an analogy because that's the thing coming to me right now. So it's like if you're cooking, and I know not all you guys cook, but let's say you put a pot of water on the stove, right? And you just go put it over there and you forget about it. And you're distracted. You're watching TV, you're talking to somebody on the phone, you're cleaning something else, you're doing something, so you're distracted. You can't be distracted forever. You have to go back and like focus on that pot of water or whatever it is for you. That there's something, this new beginning, it's going to need your energy. It's going to need your attention. You have to go back. Not go back, but this new beginning, whatever it is that you're creating, okay, when you plant a seed, you still have to go back and water it every week, every other day, however you're supposed to do that. I'm horrible with plants, but you still have to go back and water it. You can't just plant the seed and be done and walk away and be like, okay, I'm good now. I'll come back for my vegetables next year. That's not how it works. You still have to water it. You still have to attend to it. Okay, then you have number 10 again. So the 19 breaks down to a 10. And then you have number 10 here. So endings and new beginnings. There's a lot of new starts. You might be changing jobs. You might be moving into a new house. You might be starting a career or starting something, going to school. There's a lot of things going on. Like Tiffany had a lot of things going on and had a lot of balancing to do, make sure that everything was working so she could keep on going through it and make sure she got through it, right? There's a sense like you're going to have to be focusing. You definitely got this card before. I remember the analogy. Hold up, this is a different card. WTF. It totally looks like the same card, but this is like it's grown up now. See, I'm telling you, girl, I like this energy. Like it's gonna and you're still gonna have to put some energy into it, but definitely enjoy your success right now. Celebrate yourself. Enjoy that, like work hard, play hard, right? It's not just work hard and it's not just play hard. There's work hard and play hard. So make sure you celebrate your success. You did good, Tiffany. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Okay, so quickening. So hold up. So there's something here and the background right here, right? So there was and her was in the same area too, but this is not a baby anymore on her lap. And this little brick of stuff over here done turned into an actual stuff. So I felt like there's something like over time, like you're gonna blink and like it's gonna happen really quick. Tiffany, did you feel like it happened really quick? Did you feel like from the moment that you started it and moved forward in it, like you blinked and then all of a sudden it was over, like it happened faster? There's something here of because I swear this was I thought this was just that card where the baby was on her lap and she's about to sacrifice it. Remember? Not that she's about to sacrifice it, but and then the building in the background. So like something progressed, right? Something progressed really quickly, quickening, right? Quickening. Something's happening very fast for you, Gemini. And we're fast. We're that Gemini. So we're used to it. We're about it. See? I'm excited for you guys. Tiffany, I'm so happy for you. I feel like you kind of got a head start on us, on this group. Whoever this little group is. I felt like you're kind of like paving the way for us. You're the leader of the pack right now. Good job. Good job. I'm going to cheer you on. I'm going to be on your little cheer team over there with the little cups of water with your little towel. Let me like pull off your sweat. Because it's hard work, right? I'm on you guys' like your support team. You guys need encouragement. I'm all about that. For reals, for reals. So this discovery, this whatever this is, it's gonna go fast. It's going to, things are gonna line up the way that they're supposed to, but I feel like it's gonna go fast. Things are gonna quickly go from like 0 to 100, or maybe the process of what you need to go through something for this new beginning is gonna go fast. All right, you have number 33 breaks down to a 6, ascension. Ascension master, it's not openness, it's oneness, guides, and spiritual support. So definitely you are being supported on the spiritual realm, Gemini. Whatever your intuition is leading you towards, it's going to be okay. And I feel like there's something where even though it's like unknown energy, even though it could be a little bit scary, there's a sense here of what has the potential to be negative for you is actually going to work out for your benefit, or something that you might think is going to be negative at one point is going to turn around for your benefit. Like you like there's something that you're going to see of like kind of intimidated by, is like, yeah, you're going to be intimidated by something, but it's really there to support you and protect you, to help you, to show you your strength, to get you through something. Then you have number 15, harvest, abundance, gratitude, security, and patience. Definitely manifesting. I'm telling you, Gemini, whatever it is that you're thinking about, you're going to be bringing about. You're going to be touching it at some point. You're manifesting right now. We've had a lot of that energy show out up here. I don't know. For some of you, maybe you want, like, this is like you're going to be showing something to somebody, or you're displaying something to somebody, presenting something to somebody. For some of you, I don't know, whatever this is that you're getting into, you're going to be, it's natural for you. Even if it's new, it comes natural. It's good for you. It's balanced. It's there's abundance in this, but it's new. It's a new adventure. I feel like you have to like be confident, learn, but you're going to get through it. You're going to do good things. You're going to do great things. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Appreciate you. All right. We're going to put this deck down here. Put my shit away. I don't know. I need more space. Okay, what else? This one. We're going to use this one first, Neil. Oh, okay, cool. The reason why is because this is our Oracle deck that's not associated with these ones. This is our Oracle deck for that one. So we're going to get the last set of Oracle messages from this deck, which, hold on. The deck is called Solitary Witch Oracle. Okay. And then after that, we'll get into the tarot and the Oracle of De La Nuit. I can't say this, guys, but it's the Oracle and the tarot for that one. And let's see, Gemini 3, Gemini with Mercury, Gemini and Mercury, Gemini Sun, Gemini Mercury, Gemini. Let's see what it's talking about. You have number 29, breaks down to 11, breaks down to a 2. The releasement, letting go of the old, coming into the new. Letting go of the things that no longer serve you and being okay with it. Then number 19 breaks down to a 10, like 1 and a 0. So endings and new beginnings. And then the gathering. I feel like there's definitely some sort of celebration that's going to go on for you, but there's also this energy of, I don't know if you're going to be coming together. You're going to get together with friends, family for this celebration, or outside of this celebration. For some of you, maybe there's no celebration. There's just you hanging out with your friends and family, and that feels like a celebration. You're just going to be getting together. For some of you too, some of you that energy of like you need resources, you need other people to help with something, that's coming in for you. Okay, so these two right here is telling me too of like you're releasing the things that aren't meant for you, the things that don't resonate with you, right? You're stepping into your own, you're becoming yourself, you're becoming authentically you. And I felt like the mask that you used to hide behind, the things that you used to like hide about yourself and not like do because you didn't want to draw too much energy, too much attention. I feel like you're going to be starting to be yourself, and comfortably so, and that's pulling in your people, right? We've gotten those messages a couple of times too. So there's a couple of messages that we've gotten several different times in this particular reading. So those messages, it's basically like the same card coming out multiple times. Spirit means that message. It's serious. So take it to heart, Gemini. And off the top of my head, what I can recall, now I can't. It just went. Basically, this was one though about really like being yourself, being authentically yourself, and that allows your people to come in. That allows you to release the things that aren't meant for you, and allows those things to come in that are meant for you because you start being yourself. And it allows the things that aren't for you to naturally fall away, and the things that are for you, that are intended for you, part of your tribe, your job, whatever this is for you, it's authentically you and your team. That's coming in. Okay, cool beans. I like it. Number 44-8. She is 1,000 heart. Hold on. She is 1,000 flowers. Okay. For some of you, you might be like if you're already in a connection, or whether you're not, you might be having what's it called? You're definitely manifesting something, but for some of you, you might be pregnant or becoming pregnant. So if that's not something you're wanting to do, be careful. Protect yourself. There's definitely something like you're starting to see your beauty. You're starting to value yourself. You're starting to see you're starting to see your uniqueness and quirkiness as not like, I don't know, you're not ashamed. You're not hiding yourself anymore. Like all of it, right? The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. You're happy with who you are. I feel like you're confident with who you are. And the more you celebrate yourself, the more happy you are within yourself, the more I feel like spirit celebrates you, and these like opportunities come in for you. That's awesome. So be yourself, Gemini. Don't conform. That was the message. Don't conform. We're going to look at it. Number 4, look closer. She is not lonely. Hey, amen, 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 amen. So there's a couple of things in this, okay? I got it. For those of you that like, you're like, okay, hold up. There's this energy of like, you might be single, right? And people might see you because you're single. You must be wanting somebody. You must be da-da-da-da. But no, bro, I'm not interested in that, whether you're male or female. Take it as it resonates. For those of you that you're single right now, you're not interested in like engaging frivolously. Like you want something of depth. You want something honest, genuine, sincere, somebody that's going to put the energy and time and effort into something. And I feel like until your soul tells you, hey, that's like right there, Gemini, that's us. I feel like you're being yourself. You're living in the moment for you. You don't have your attention distracted on other people. It's what it is within you, what you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to create, what you're healing, what you've experienced. what you're inspired for. There's greatness that's within you right now. All the time there's greatness within you, but specifically right now there's something that's really trying to manifest and create and come about. And I felt like people might think that you're needy or lonely or whatever, but you're not. You're busy living your great life. You're busy following your intuition, following your aspirations, following your dreams. And then number 36 breaks down to a 9. I've been telling you guys a lot about that lately. That's like the 369. That's a lot of manifestation energy. So do your research on that. So hold on. 36 breaks down to a 9. The witch's house. You're manifesting and you're creating. There's something. What the hell? Okay. So right here, hold on. There's something that, like, you're looking back at something of where you've grown, how far you've come, how much success you've had in something, or the lack of success, the strong, I don't know. There was a lot of energy and effort put into something, right? I feel like that is how you got to know who you were, by being tried and tested so often, so much. Like being pressed to the point of breaking, and you didn't break. You were shown your strength. You're shown your true character. You didn't bend to somebody else's way, right? And there's something here of like spirit is very proud and confident of you, of what you did. I wish you guys could see how I can see. Like when I look at right here, I just see her looking at the house with this little bird or something above it. But when I show you guys and I'm looking at the camera, how I see it in the camera, like there's 2 eyes and a nose and like the mouth, and it's like a little kid. I don't know how to say it. I don't know if you guys see it like I see it. There's this energy here. Like spirit was waiting for you. I feel like spirit waited for a long time. Maybe like to the point of like, I'm going to act like I fell asleep, right? Like playing with Gemini. I waited for you. Hurry up, Gemini. And you got that message too. I've been waiting for you to get this. I've been needing you to get this. Hurry up and grow up and get mature and learn this lesson so you can get this. Spirit was waiting for you, Gemini. And I felt like you were like learning something. And I felt like you're usually really smart, but whatever this was for you, it took a long time. It wasn't as quickly as you process most things. And then, hold on, you have look closer. So right here, I feel like that's tying back to right here really quick for me, of like looking back at the past, looking closer at something better, differently, and following your intuition with this witch's energy of like pulling out your lesson from your magic. Like spirit like walked you through this lesson. Like maybe, what the hell? For some of you, there's this lesson that spirit got tired of you. Okay. Spirit got tired of you being open. Hold on. Spirit got tired of waiting for you to catch this lesson. And because you were open enough to it, you got the download because spirit got tired of waiting. That happened to me. That's hilarious. There was this one particular thing that held me up for a long time, and I didn't understand it, and it was hard for me. And because it was uncomfortable, I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to acknowledge how I felt. And I was like, nope, I don't. Nope, I don't. But then when I finally was like, yeah, okay, I do. Even though I don't like it, yes, it is. And I quit running from myself, and I just looked at how, whatever it was, why, and maybe not even why, because I like to always know why, but sometimes we don't get to know. But just the fact of like, yes, I see that, and I can acknowledge that instead of ignoring it all the time, and be mature enough to look at it instead of running from it. Yes, yes. And the moment I did that, I got all these downloads that like helped me to heal something that I thought I was never going to heal. I thought I'm always going to be trapped in this crap. And that healing has led to some other healings. And it's been amazing. It's been a journey, but it's been amazing. And there's something about having, like, for you, looking closer at something. Maybe this is looking closer at, like, you did that. Yes, Gemini, you did that. You succeeded at that, even though it was hard. Be proud of yourself. Sit back and enjoy your little coffee, your little tea. Like, sit back and pamper yourself now. Enjoy what you did. Enjoy your work because you put the energy in there. Amen. Amen. Tiffy's amazing. You guys are all amazing. All of you guys contribute something to everybody within your environment, within yourself. Like, you guys are so amazing. And I hope you guys can know it and, like, believe that about yourself. That's what, like, it's a necessity for you to manifest what you're trying to manifest. Even, like, for some of you, you might not even know what you're trying to manifest, but you want to be happy. And that energy, there's something about just being yourself and allowing things to come to you. They're going to come. You're going to receive those downloads. You're going to receive that intuition, that inspiration. And just being open to getting that insight is going to allow it to come one step at a time. All right. Gemini with Mercury and Gemini and Mercury. I don't know how to say that right. Gemini Sun, Gemini Mercury. Gemini Sun, Gemini Mercury. Gemini Sun. All right, last chakra. Sorry, one more. Gemini Sun, Gemini Mercury. Last one. Sorry. Okay, thank you, spirits. Gemini. Okay, hold on. Gemini Sun, Gemini Mercury. Bottom of the deck, you have number 20, breaks down to a 2, the maiden and the embolic lamb. So, guys, if you've been on here for a while with all my weirdness, we had a lamb earlier, right? It was kind of like the lamb, for me, it's a lot of different things. But what we were seeing earlier is like the sacrifice, right? But it's not just the sacrifice. Like, it was also, I don't know if I said it, so I don't want to say it now, but it's like, and I wish I had the picture. There's this picture. It's an old school picture. It's really, really old. And it's more like, probably got it in Bible class or something forever ago. It's like a picture of Jesus and he's holding a lamb, right? Or there's a bunch of them, actually. There's a couple of where he's in a meadow and he has a lamb on his lap. There's a bunch of them. So this lamb energy, like, you're protected. And you had that energy earlier too. You're protected, right? Wherever you're going, Spirit is guiding you and protecting you along the way. Spirit goes ahead of you and makes your crooked path straight, right? There's something about this energy of following your intuition, allowing Spirit to guide you and trusting where you're going and following your intuition. And there's something here about, like, feeling like a sacrifice, right? Because the lamb, they get sacrificed. Like, most of the time, like, when I was watching those Bible movies, it's a lamb that they sacrifice. And so I felt like there's something about feeling, what the heck? Feeling like a little bit, how's it called? Vulnerable, feeling a little bit vulnerable to something, but like just trusting where you're going, trusting your spirit, trusting your intuition. For some of you, you might have felt like somebody sacrificed you in a connection, in a relationship, at a job, at something. There's a sense of like you were sacrificed at some point. And that might have held you up at a point in time, but I felt like you're releasing, or you have released that energy. You've learned something. Okay. Then you have number 30. Breaks down to a 3. When fretful times come. So there's something there where at one point in time it was hard, it was difficult, right? And that could be like talking about this lamb of where like you feel vulnerable. You feel like you're not being protected. You don't understand something fully. You feel like somebody might have the better hand or like clarity or something in something. But there's a sense here of trusting spirit. even when you don't know what's coming, even when you're nervous, even when you're a little bit doubtful, just trusting spirit. Then number 31 breaks down to a 4, the company of trees. Get out into nature, Gemini, especially if you have Earth in your chart. There's something about nature, whether you have Earth in your chart or not, but you probably do. So that Earth energy helps us to be grounded, right? Geminis, we're the swords, we're the air. We fly around, we think, we're stuck in our thoughts. But if you can ground your energy, if you can get it towards Virgo, Capricorn, get some of that, like, or take off your shoes and walk around in the grass, in the dirt, if you can. Touch something with dirt in it, like those moments that you feel like you're just stuck in your thoughts and can't ground, and you're like, just everything's just spinning out of control, and there might be a lot of things going on. Have like a crystal, have something, a play of music, do something where you can feel grounded, where you can bring yourself back to focusing on how you're doing right now, how you feel and think, and what you can touch, taste and touch and feel and whatever right now. Bring your senses back to grounding yourself. So you can do that with Earth energy, with either like touching into that energy if you have it in your chart, or like physically touching something, or mentally. You can do this mentally too. This can be a mental exercise too. So trees, there's an energy with them about it takes a long time to grow, right? But they're very sturdy, they're very stable, and it's that Earth energy too, right? It's grounded. It's like, you can't, like a tree, you can't go up to a tree and tell it like, oh, you're just a little flower. Like, no, it's good. It's gonna grow up. It's gonna like be. It's gonna shine, right? It's gonna like evolve. It's gonna tower over things with no apologies. I feel like there's something that you need to learn that lesson too. Be willing to stand out comfortably, and don't allow it to alter who you are, because you're like, okay, so when you're just being yourself and you're just doing what you do, I feel like people are interested in that. It's entertaining, or whatever it is for them. It's inspiring, whatever it is. So they look at you. And when you're aware that somebody's looking at you, you start to maybe get self-conscious, and then it changes just a little bit, but it changes how that energy is being interacted within you. So don't allow that change to take place. Like, even if somebody's looking at you, like, imagine they're just looking through you, past you, over you. Don't allow somebody's observation of you to change the fact that you being you keep being you, Gemini. Like, be the tree, tower over people, even if it's noticeable. Be outgoing, be optimistic, be you. Okay. That message has came out a lot today. All right. I feel like we're almost actually done with our reading, Gemini. So we're done with this deck, but we're going to get into the Tarot de Nuit. I don't know how to say it. Hold on, let me put these right back. So we're going to get into the Oracle, and then we'll pull Tarot with it too. And see what Spirit wants to talk about. Gemini with Mercury. Gemini Sun, Gemini Mercury. Gemini Sun, Gemini Mercury. Gemini Sun, Gemini Mercury. Let's look at it. Okay, you have Shahrazad. I can't say her name. Basically, the story behind her is that you need to be able to know what's intended for you. Like, people, when they call for you, they have to call for you the right way. And you can't just go, they have to know how to approach you. And okay, hold on. You are there to serve people, but you're not there to be a servant, if that makes sense. You're there to add to. You're not there to do for, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. be mindful of where you put your energy, where you allow your energy to go. Follow your intuition, what you're trying to manifest and create right now, Gemini. There's something that your intuition is leading you somewhere, is trying to direct you somewhere. And there's a sense of like, whatever this is for you that you're trying to create, and you've asked for something, you need to like relax into it. Just know that it's already coming. For some of you, there's like, you're trying to manifest and create something, but you don't just let it go. You keep on like coming back to the drawing board and like doubting it and wondering it. Like, I don't know, like you keep asking for it basically as if you didn't already ask for it, as if you don't believe it's coming. Spirit wants you to know that you've been heard, your request has been received, and it's being processed. You need to have faith. You need to be patient. You need to like follow your instructions, follow your intuition as you receive them, and be patient. Your prayers have been heard. It's in the process of being worked out, and you're not supposed to lose faith. You're supposed to keep on being inspired. Keep on using your intuition. Number 2, Alice in Wonderland. So you might feel like everything got a little crazy really quick. Like things aren't what they seem to be. Like everything's questionable. And technically it is, right? Because back to that message, people are only showing you what they want to show you. People only tell you what they want to tell you. So everything is questionable. But there's a sense of like, you still need to be like look at things as a child. Like, don't be rigid, don't be jaded, don't like, still be excited, still be playful, still be optimistic, even though there's been difficulty in your past, even though you haven't had the greatest experiences in love particularly, right? But be hopeful, be optimistic, expect better things to be coming in. Good things are coming. Thank you, I appreciate you. Then you have number 15, breaks down to a 6, the Princess and the Frog. So I keep on getting this energy when I see this card too, about like having to kiss a lot of toads before you meet the one. So a lot of going through a lot of difficult times before you finally meet that one. And maybe you're not at that point where you're ready to have someone yet, or maybe you are with somebody already. I don't know, take this as this resonates for you. But there's something of like, you need to authentically be yourself, right? Authentically be yourself and stand in your truth and follow the things like, so the frog, he wasn't himself, right? So he tried to trick somebody, oh, kiss me, and then I'm gonna be that. If you guys have seen The Princess and the Frog, the little princess, she wasn't a princess either. She was wearing somebody else's crown, and it was like a dress up. It was a party or something. But he wasn't authentically himself either, because he was a frog and he's technically the prince. So there's something here of like being authentically yourself, and like don't do what other people expect you to do. Don't do something to please somebody else if that's not what you're really wanting to do. There's something like, you waited for something, you wanted something. You waited for something, you wanted something. You need not to give up on it. You need to not give up. The number Peter Pan, 16, breaks down to a 7. Peter Pan, never growing up, right? Never becoming rigid and jaded, never getting to the point of thinking it's not possible. It is possible. It is coming. It's on the way. Expect great things, Gemini. So basically, follow your intuition. Don't lose sight of your inspiration. Like things aren't as they seem. Things aren't the way that they appear. Be authentically yourself, and don't lose sight of your dreams. Don't lose sight of your optimism. Still chase your dreams. Still follow the things that you're inspired towards. And then we got this chick again. So be yourself. Follow your intuition. Allow people in your environment to help you. I feel like there's like this long journey, right? This long journey still ahead of you, Gemini. You came far already to get here, but there's still farther to go. So be on your own team, be part of your team, be yourself, because that's when your tribe is going to come in. And I feel like this journey that you're on, it's like you need your like you need your people. You need your friends. You need your encouragement. You need to be able to call somebody and tell them a joke and hear somebody laugh and tell somebody, let's go to the movies, and whatever this is for you. You need people on your team. You need friends. You need associates. You need people, but not just anybody, right? They have to be genuine. They have to be sincere. They have to be authentic. So make sure you're using your discernment while being yourself. We're going to look at it. We're not going to keep it. You have this message again. Follow your intuition. Be willing to ask for what you're wanting too. Then spirit of magic. Spirit of magic. Okay, so back to this message, I guess. You need to follow your intuition. Spirit wants you to know something. Your intuition is trying to tell you something in regards to what you're wanting, what you're trying to manifest, what this magic is for you, what it is that you're trying to manifest and create. Your intuition is trying to tell you something. And I don't know if those of you who are watching or not, or you're just listening, but Spirit wanted you to see this. Like I tried to pick this up a couple different times and Spirit's like, no, we got to go over this message right quick. So make sure you're like using your intuition. Your Spirit's trying to tell you something. Use your intuition to manifest what you're trying to manifest. Spirit of magic. Your passion has a lot of magic in it, right? So like, how do you say? One of the tools for your tool belt for you to manifest something is like just knowing the fact that you purely want it. You want something authentically because it's genuinely something that you're interested in. It's something you genuinely, sincerely want for you. It's something that calls to you. And when you're passionate about it and it's clean, like there's no ties and there's no toxic energy tied up with it, like really focus that, like when you're in that energy, focus on your wish fulfillment. That like, how do you say? This passion that you have, you're trying to create something. You're trying to follow your intuition. Your intuition is trying to tell you something on how to go about asking and receiving what you want. And there's something about when you're in this energy of like really being, I really enjoy that. I really like doing that. I really like how that feels. Whatever that is for you, that's when you, it just feels good. It feels happy. It feels easy. That's when you're going to like tell Spirit, like, okay, or maybe that's when you get that download. I don't know. Take that as that resonates. For some of you, if you've been like really stressing about creating this and when is it going to come in, and I've been waiting for this, I want this, when is it going to come, release that energy. Just relax into it. Just be comfortable the fact that you've asked for it and know that it's coming. Don't sit there and keep on like a watch pot doesn't boil. It will eventually, but it's going to feel like an hour. So don't watch the pot. Walk away. Keep yourself distracted. Keep yourself engaged. And I still got that pot boiling, but now I'm doing something else. So that's not the only thing I'm focused on, right? And then you're going to be distracted, and then there's going to be time go by, and then all of a sudden your pot's boiling. So there's something here of you're trying to manifest, create something. Your intuition is trying to tell you something, but your energy is too wrapped up or too it like there's too much weighing on this, right? It has to come in. I need this to come in. But no, I would like it to come in. It has to be easier. You can't, it has to be fun and free. It has to flow freely. It can't be, I need it now. It has to be now. Now. No, it would be nice now. I would like it, but it doesn't have to be. I understand timing with Spirit and everything. Like, be patient, relax into the energy. Okay. Take that as that resonates. You guys are cool. I love you guys. All right, Gemini Sun, Gemini Mercury. Gemini Sun, Gemini Mercury. Man, I'm telling you, Gemini. This energy really wants your attention right now. You know what? We're going to actually read from the book. Maybe Spirit's wanting my attention. All right. Number 24. Hold on. I don't know Spanish or Italian or whatever that was. No habla. I want to know. I really want to know Spanish. I would like to be fluent. So if anybody knows how to teach me, I'm open to it. Okay, I still don't know how to say her name. Here's the book. Pause it if you need to. All right, so my story, which is her story. Hold on, guys. The Sultan Srayer, I don't know how to say that name either. The Sultan, having been hurt by a former unfaithful wife. Oh, that's right. Okay. By an unfaithful wife, resolved to marry a new girlfriend each night and have her killed the next day. When he married me, the daughter of the vizier, I started to tell him a tale. He wanted to continue speaking the next night and the next night and the next night. And when 1,001 nights had passed, the king, having fallen in love with me, decided to spare my life and keep me as his inspired queen. My message. Hold on, guys. I'm tired of holding it. Hold on. Okay. My message. What are the stories that live inside you and that you wish to tell? Offering the tales that fill your mind is quite important at this stage of your path. It could even save your life in a symbolic way. Do not walk. Hold on. Do not wait. Speak, write, compose, paint, whatever form you choose for your story. Give it birth without delay. But remember, your audience needs to be captivated. So make your story unforgettable and addictive. Okay, so sorry, I kept holding it sideways. So there's something here about like you need to captivate them, but I'm getting the message about your intuition is trying to tell you something about how you're creating something, what you're trying to do. I feel like you need to be captivated, right, Gemini? For some of you, you might need to be captivated. Keep yourself on track. I don't know. For those of you who needed to hear the book, you heard the book. I don't know why Spirit wanted this come out so many times, but you've gotten the message hopefully now, because it's come out several times. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm OCD sometimes. I don't know. Okay. This one talks about the Baba. It's like the witchcraft, right? It's like tying into spirit, but this energy is not necessarily healthy. It's like the sacrificing and celebrating other negative energies. So be careful who you're asking and what you're asking for, right? Take that as that resonates. All right, Gemini, this is our final shuffle. Gemini. All right. Okay. You have the Emerald City. Breaks down to, 29 breaks down to an 11, breaks down to a 2. This Emerald City, like I'm telling you, Gemini, you're headed to your wish fulfillment. That was the only card that came out. Bottom of the deck, you have the Dark Spell, number 13, breaks down to a 4. Be careful. I feel like somebody might be kind of jealous of what you're creating or what you're manifesting, what they see you're coming into abundance. And I feel like somebody might be a little bit jelly. So just give them some peanut butter. They're going to be okay. Somebody's okay, protect your energy, Gemini, because I feel like somebody is a little bit jelly, but they're trying to send you dark energy. They're trying to like mess something up for you. They're trying to throw you some wrenches because they wish they had what you had, or they didn't receive the inspiration like you received it or something. Somebody is a little bit jelly, and I feel like they're trying to work against you, but just know that you're blessed, know that you're protected, right? You were getting that message. Spirit's protecting you. So you're protected, and whatever this energy is, it's immature energy. It's bottom of the deck. It didn't come out, right? So it's around you, but it's not going to impact you. It's not something that, like, spirit's just like, hey, keep an eye on this in your peripheral. It's not anything that you need to be. Don't distract yourself from what you currently got going on, but just be aware of this, right? Is there anything else? Nope. Okay. So we changed the bottom of the deck, though, to the number 6, the Little Red Riding Hood. Motherfucker. Don't share your plans with everybody, Gemini. Whatever you're creating and manifesting, it's not for everybody's awareness. It's not for their, not everybody has your best interest at heart, right? You don't need to divulge your plan to everybody. Like, I share what I do on here with you guys because you guys are part of my team. So like, share, and subscribe. I don't share this with everybody. Like, when I'm out and about talking with people, I might tell my friends, and my sister, I told her about this, but I don't tell everybody everything I do. You guys are part of my tribe. And if things come out when I'm doing my reading and I'm like inspired to share, I share. I want to always make sure that I'm helping everybody the best that I can, not by just doing these like readings, but like any information I have, like cleaning up your credit. I did a video on that. Go check that out. You can clean up your own credit for free. Go check out that video. So anything that I can do to help you guys, I'm going to do that too. But at the same time, I don't tell you guys every single thing. There's some sort of discernment and discretion that's always involved, right? At all times, with everybody, at all times. People only know what you share with them. So you don't need to be sharing everything with everybody. Have some discernment. Keep some things close to your chest. Somebody has ulterior motives in your environment. So you don't need to tell everybody everything. And if they're asking you questions, answer their questions if it feels okay. But if it feels like, why are they asking me these questions? Start asking them questions. Why do you want to know that? I don't know. I'm not sure. What about you? Like, start to turn it on them. Don't be an open book for everybody. So with this Emerald City, this came out for your reading as well. I just did your June reading, and you guys are the only ones I did the June reading for, but that's okay. You got this card as well there. So I feel like there's something like, and I'm getting that same energy again, right? You're going into something great for you. You're in the process of getting there. It's that energy of, you're still hopeful. You're excited about something, and you're moving forward towards it. It's not where the rug's going to be pulled out from underneath you. You're not going to be deceived. You're not going to be deterred or deterred the wrong way. I don't know how to say it. Sorry. You follow your intuition. Do what's inspired for you. Like, if spirit tells you to give that information to share, then share it. If spirit tells you no, why are they asking it? If spirit puts up those little flags within you, it's like, no, they shouldn't ask that. They shouldn't know that. Then don't tell them. Don't divulge everything. Follow your intuition. Have discernment. Follow what your intuition is telling you. Do what spirit's telling you to. But I feel like you're headed towards some sort of victory. You're headed towards abundance. You're headed towards healing. Like, emeralds, they're good for not only abundance, but also manifestation, right? So you're manifesting something. You're on the way to create something. And emeralds, like the green, it's for your love, your heart chakra too. It's not, I don't know. It's not just, hold on. It's not just abundance. It's a variety, right? It's multi-use. And I felt like that's what a lot of your experiences are, like the hard, like the hard, the ugly, the disappointment that you've been through. They were actually also, as hard as they showed you your strength. They showed you how to know your boundaries. They showed you how to stick up for yourself. They weren't just bad. They weren't just miserable and sad. They also had some good to it. So there's something about noticing the opposition and the duality with that energy. Okay, so we're not going to read this whole stack, but we're going to read the bottom of the deck, which was Cinderella, right? So that also happened in your reading. There's something here about, you might feel like, so there is a certain amount of time to do something, right? But at the same time, everything is already pre-set up, I don't know, pre-routed, predestined, pre-set up, whatever. You're not running out of time. Time is of the essence, but follow your intuition. Don't pressure yourself. Just go with the flow, follow your intuition. You might feel pressed for time, or you might feel like you got to get a lot done within a period of time, but you can do it, Gemini. Whatever this is for you, you can do this. And then you have Hansel and Gretel, the breadcrumbs, right? Follow the breadcrumbs. So there's like negative messages in here, but I'm not picking those up. Just like with the Emerald City, I'm not picking the negative messages up. I'm picking up like the Hansel and Gretel, they left their breadcrumbs, right? They left things along the way so that they could be found, so that they can find their way. I feel like for those of you, like you might not feel like you know where you're going, you're going to find the breadcrumb unexpectedly. Spirit goes ahead of you and straightens out your crooked path, right? So spirit goes ahead of you, puts that breadcrumb. Spirit goes ahead of you, tells your intuition, hey, get them to come over here, get them to go over there, do that. So your intuition gets you to, hey, try to do that, try to go over here, move this way, go over here, go around that. Whatever this is for you, like you're following your intuition. Spirit's directing your intuition, which is directing you. Those little breadcrumbs, right? Whatever does try to come against you, I feel like it's going to be neutralized. I feel like whatever you're moving on to is way bigger than what's trying to stop you. I feel like somebody's jealous of you. Somebody wish they had it like you had it. Somebody wish they got it as good as you got it. Somebody wish they was you, but they're not. There's only you. You're the only person that has ever existed on the planet like you. You're the only person that ever was, ever will, ever has. You're the only you. And there's no copycats. Copycats don't even exist. They can't copy you the way that you do you. They can try, but it's not exact, right? No copycats. It's noticeable. Like it's like put your finger to see if that's the correct fingerprint. Nope. Everybody has a unique fingerprint. Everybody has unique energy. Somebody cannot play off as you. All right. What else, Gemini? Final shuffle. Let's look at it. You have Hansel and Gretel again. Breadcrumbs, Gemini, but not the bad kind. These are the kind that like those little wisps, right? Come over here, go over there, follow like your intuition directing you, following kind of instructing you how to go, where to go. And again, whoever's plotting on the back end, if they're smiling in your face and plotting in the background, it's going to be their demise at the end. Spirit's not playing with you. You're on to something bigger and better. It's for your greater good, but your greater good benefits other people. It's not like whatever you get is going to help other people too. It's going to do good things. And I feel like there's just somebody selfish and stingy in your environment. And I feel like you might not necessarily know. You might, for some of you, if you're like stepping into yourself and really following your intuition and owning yourself and your power, I feel like your intuition's already told you this person's a little questionable. But I felt like it's not nothing to worry about. It's more entertaining at the end of the day more than anything. All right, final. Let's look at it. Cinderella again and Jack and the Beanstalk. You might have felt like you were taken advantage of for a really long time, and you were just trying to like overcome your poverty, your difficulty, your hardship. Somebody took advantage of you when you were in a vulnerable place. But you're gonna exceed this. You're gonna go farther than what they thought. You're gonna go farther than what they have. I feel like you spiritually are much more mature than whoever this person is in your environment. Whoever I'm picking up. I feel like they're jealous of you. They're threatened by you because they're not comfortable being themselves. And the more that you're comfortable being yourself, the more they feel threatened by you, the more that you're a risk to them because you're showing them of what they're like. You being willing to be uncomfortable points out how they're not willing to be uncomfortable. It makes them, I don't know how to explain it. Like you're comfortable being yourself, experiencing and living yourself, your truth. And I felt like there's some people in your environment, they feel threatened by that because they couldn't look at the mirror. They couldn't recognize their, like, I feel like Gemini, you've looked at the good, the bad, the ugly, where you went wrong, where you could have done things better, where you should have done things different. Whoever this person is, they can't do that. They would not do that. They're just trying to like sweep everything under the rug. They're not trying to really clean the floor. All right, hold on. This is our final one. Final shuffle for Gemini with Mercury and Gemini. Gemini, final messages for Gemini. That was messed up. So, okay, I was going to shuffle it again, and I was like, no, I already told him that was the last one, and I keep doing that. But I should have shuffled it like I was going to, and I didn't, and nothing came out. So I'm going to shuffle it again like I was going to. Shuffle for Gemini. Last shuffle. I'm going to shuffle it one more time. Speak your truth, Gemini. Live your truth, even if other people are going to think you're weird or it's taking too long, right? Gemini. Because then you get what. And I'm telling you, this freaking card, I don't know, like 4 times at least that it's came out. Know what you're asking for. Know that you can have what you're asking for, Gemini. More than, I feel like this is you need to keep yourself engaged, right? Like people, like the guy, like her whatever, he gets bored and he kills his wives, right? Because he doesn't think he could trust him or whatever. He gets bored. But she was able to tell him a story and keep him hooked. And that led to the next night. And so much so that it helped her to live 1,001 days till he married her and allowed her to live her whole life. The hell? What you want is possible. Your intuition is trying to tell you how to get it. You need to do what you're being inspired to do, right? Like me, I was shuffling and I was like, no, I told you guys it was my last shuffle and I had already did that to you guys and I keep doing that. So I was like, I'm going to just go ahead and do it. But nothing came out. So then when I was like, okay, I'm going to just go ahead and do it, then whatever was supposed to come out, I don't know. Take that as that resonates. There's a message in there for those of you who that resonates with. What you want is possible. You have to follow your intuition. You have to know this to be true. More than you're thinking it, more than you're hoping for it. Whatever you're trying to manifest, you have to know this is true. I will do this. I will hold this money. I will have that relationship. I will have that experience. I will live in that house. I know I will. Not I hope. Not I believe. I have faith. No, I know I will. I know that I will. Then you got some over here. You got the Little Mermaid. She wants to be where the people are, right? You want something that's not, like you're inspired for something that's a little unnormal, right? Because you're a little unnormal. You're unique. You're yourself. So be yourself. Stand out above the rest. Be willing to. Because nobody can wear that crown like you. And this card did come out again. I just want to say that. Be proud of yourself. Hold on. Something that you didn't know or something you don't know is hold on. There's something that you're manifesting and you don't know. Okay, for some of you, like you feel heavily about something. Like, I don't know, maybe you go to the store and if you're a girl, you see somebody wearing a shirt or earrings or something. You're like, I really like that. That's beautiful. And like just the energy that you feel when you see that and just thinking like, oh, that's beautiful. You're manifesting it and you don't know it. It's like that energy of like that subtle energy of, I don't know how to show you guys the card right now. It's that energy of like you want something, but you have to just like it's that calm energy of like, oh, that'd be nice to have. Not, I have to have it no matter what. I got to get this. No, I know that I'm going to have it because spirit wants me to have it. And my intuition told me so. I know. I don't hope for it. I'm not having faith for it. I know it's coming, right? I believe it. I already know. I don't believe it. I know it to be true. So there's something that you're manifesting it. I feel like you're just going around manifesting and creating and you don't even know it. But we all are at all the time. We're always manifesting and creating. When you're thinking about something, you're sending out your energy and you're putting out your manifestation thing. So be careful what you're thinking about because you're always manifesting. But I feel like there's something, it's for your good though. There's something you're manifesting that you don't know that you've manifested it, or like you did it in secret, even to yourself. It's just something like you quietly wanted and you quietly asked spirit for. I don't know. You need to be confident in yourself. Become yourself. Be proud of who you are. Then the Hansel and Gretel again. Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel. What is this? What? Something that you don't know. Okay. For some of you, there's somebody in your environment that you're not aware of. I feel like they try to act like everything's cool, but it's not. And I feel like you kind of feel like something's off. I feel like you try to give them benefit of the doubt, but I feel like this person does not have your best interest at heart. So if that resonates for you, just be aware of that and be conscious of how you engage and interact with this person. Be mindful. Protect yourself and your energy instead of somebody else's heart and somebody else's opinions and emotions, right? It's okay to hurt somebody's feelings if you're speaking your truth. Not necessarily, but kind of. Okay, for Gemini. What else for Gemini? All right, okay. We're going to pull some clarifiers on these before we get actually into a reading because these two cards, this card has came out several times in this particular reading. This card has came out in this reading and your other energy that I did for June. So I felt like I really want to know some more about these. And they're strong, interesting messages. You have the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands right here. There's some sort of communication, clarity, communication, written communication. For some of you, journaling. You need to be journaling. You need to be journaling your thoughts, your ideas, your inspiration, your intuition. You need to be you need to be manifesting by journaling. Take it as it resonates. Okay. Gemini, Sun and Mercury. Gemini, Sun and Mercury. Sun and Mercury. Final shuffle. Gemini, Sun and Mercury. Thank you, Spirit. One more. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, what about this, whatever her name is? So you have the Wheel, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Wands. Motherfucker. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. Hold on. So you got some cards that came out and they're really good cards, but they're in the reverse. So I'm kind of like stuck right now trying to process the message I'm receiving and like, where do I go from here, right? Hold on. So for this lady, like the husband where she had to keep him engaged in her stories, but I'm more getting like following your intuition, receiving some sort of download to create something you're trying to manifest. You're trying to move something along, and your intuition is necessary in getting you the information to do so. And to clarify that, you have the Wheel in the reverse. So there's not a new cycle. This isn't new for you. You've been going through this energy. You've had this experience before. Six of Wands in the reverse, a lack of victory. And then you have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, lack of communication, lack of like contracts, lack of some sort of written information, communication, direction, something. So hold on. Using your intuition. Keeping engaged. Okay, so whatever this is you're trying to manifest and create, Gemini, I feel like it's very much like you can't, what is meant for you cannot pass you by. But if you aren't clear on what you want and you're not, like you're not clear on what you want or how to ask for it or how to go about it, that's not going to allow it to come in. If you're not clear on what you want or how to ask for it, there's not going to be success and victory. If you're not receiving those downloads and those like those little intuition and those pings, those spiritual pings of do this and go here and do that, if you're not doing that and you're not following that direction, there's not going to be a commitment for you to sign up for. There's not going to be some sort of contract for you to sign. So it looks like what's being held up is you being able to commit to what you want and being able to process that download into action of like really how do you say, for all of you guys, it's going to be different. For some of you, you just need to like accept it's already in the process. It's on its way. For some of you, you might need to like manifest, do some more like writing manifestations down. There's still a little bit more for you guys to do for some of you. For some of you, there's like this like stop talking about it to other people because it's dissipating the energy you're manifesting of something. So stop talking about with other people. Don't get other people's approval. All you need is your intuition and spirit to come together and agree, right? That's all. You don't need nobody else. And by you like engaging other people, it's preventing this from really coming in the way that it could or should. Okay, and then what is this? The Little Mermaid. Okay. The Little Mermaid, you have the Nine of Cups in the upright. Nine of Cups in the upright. You have the Eight of Cups. You have the Eight of Swords. You have the Ace of Wands. You have the Hangman. And you have the Page of Wands. Okay. So the Little Mermaid talks about like getting out of your comfort zone, right? She wanted to be where the people were. She wanted to, even though it was odd, even though people didn't understand why she was doing what she was doing, even though she didn't necessarily fit in where she was going, that's where she wanted to be. That's where she felt called to. So she did what she needed to do. She continued to chew, even though she might have bitten off more than she could have chewed at the moment. She kept going through it until she got through it. And I felt like whatever this is for you, of like following through something, like using your voice, speaking your truths for some of you, it is going to lead to wish fulfillment, but you might have to walk away from something that's no longer satisfying for you anyways. You're no longer, you might physically be there, but you're not there emotionally. I feel like you're kind of stuck in your head. Is it the right thing to do? Is it fair? Should I do it? Is it going to work out the way I have in mind? Like, but at the same time, you are passionate about it. You are inspired for this. You are inspired for greatness. You just are trying to see things differently. You're trying to think, or maybe you need to see things differently, seeing things from a different perspective. And right now, this Ace of Wands, I'm being drawn to right here. There's a 7 right there. Anyways, it looks like a 7 to me. I felt like there's something about your intuition that keeps trying to tell you something about whatever it is that you're passionate about. You have the key to something, Gemini. You have the key. You have the key. This is yours. You have to decide when you're going to open it, what you're going to do with it. This is for you. It's waiting for you. It's waiting for you. And you're not going to get there by like allowing other people to dictate to you, by sacrificing what you want for what somebody else wants. Page of Wands. There's some sort of, there's communication that's going to come in that's going to ignite something for you that's been held up. Maybe for some of you, you might be waiting for some sort of approval or something on something. You're going to get that. You're going to have this forward movement. So if we take all this into account, it looks like you're having a hard time being confident in what you've been asking for. And Spirit's wanting you to know that until you're confident in that, there's not going to be a new cycle. There won't be victory. And there's not going to be something to commit to. There's not going to be an offer on the table until you know what you want and where you're going and what that looks like for you, what your truth is. You have to know and speak your truth. And right now, you're trying to kind of, maybe for some of you, trying to figure out what that is. You have to, you know, you want your wish fulfillment. You know it's right around the corner, but you have to walk away from something or do something differently, maybe even move. But I feel like you're having to part from something that you're no longer emotionally invested or connected to anyways, but you're stuck in your head about, should you do that? Is that fair? Like all the past energy, like, I don't know, for everybody, it's going to be different. Like all the memories, all the time, energy invested, who's going to support you or not. I feel like that might be hard for you right now, of like letting go of things and moving into the next and trying to like see things from a different perspective, because you don't know what you don't know. And if it's new for you, it's hard to understand how to process it. That's why you need to use your discernment and follow your intuition all times. You're going to get there, Gemini. You're going to know what's right for you, and you're going to start to do it. Okay, what about this? Whatever she is. I don't even know these people's names, but Spirit knows what I'm talking about. Bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Wands, passion, inspired, that primitive energy, primitive instincts, following your intuition, doing what you're inspired to do. Like not only did you receive that download, but now you're acting it out. You're doing what you're inspired to do, and it's what you're passionate about. It's what your instincts naturally know how to do this, naturally gravitate towards this. Okay, for you, stepping in your power, relying on yourself, relying on intuition to get through these obstacles, to get this victory. You're going to fall in love with yourself. I feel like you're going to be very proud of yourself if you're not already. I feel like you're going to know, like not everybody is built like you, and you're going to start to see the value in yourself. It doesn't mean that you're devaluing other people by valuing yourself. And I feel like there might have been a point in time where you might have got those confused. But I feel like you're starting to know by feeling the power within yourself, being confident, feeling proud of yourself. It's not negative. It's actually a positive thing. It actually helps you to manifest. All right. Then you have your Four of Wands. You're stable. If you're working on you're looking back at all the times that you fell, but you followed your intuition. And I feel like it led you to success. And you fell when you didn't follow your intuition. I feel like you're starting to be confident in yourself. You're starting to love yourself. You're starting to trust your intuition. Seven of Cups. You have a lot of options coming in for you, Gemini. You have a lot of things to be grateful for, a lot of things to look back and see where you were blessed, see where you're protected, see where you were guided. There's a lot of things that, no, life was not easy, but there's definitely, you have a lot of blessings. You have a lot of guidance. You have a lot of support. You have a lot of, like Spirit really values you. Spirit values the way you think, the way you feel, the way you treat people, the way you interact and engage with people, how you create things, how you show up for yourself. I feel like that was a lesson as well for some of you. You had to learn to be brave. You had to learn to fight for yourself. You had to learn to be confident, but you did it. All right, Gemini, that has been your reading. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Thank you so much for being on here. Money, money, money. Whoa. Good things are coming, Gemini. I'm really proud of you. Good things are coming. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being on here. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for encouraging me and inspiring me. Thank you for showing me that I resonate with you guys. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Take care, Tiffany. I am so proud of you, girl. Like, you are my, like, tonight, I'm going to be sending you energy too. I'm going to be focusing on like how you kept on, and I'm going to use that to like motivate me to keep on chewing. Don't spit it out. I love you. I appreciate you. Till next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Be kind to yourself and to others. Bye.